Pottsville Apache football. The Ozark Hillbillies in town. But before we talk a whole lot about Ozark, let's turn the clock back about a week or so and talk about what I thought might have been your all-around best football game in Waldron. That was a good game for y'all.
It really was. I felt like our guys, and we've kind of been talking about the last, several weeks. We feel like, we played a lot of really good football over the past, 4 weeks. We just can't seem to get a full game. And, in this past Friday, I think we got pretty close to playing a perfect game. They got the one onside, and kind of, I think we kind of were worried about that situation, with whenever they recovered that onside, and I think we were up a score at that point, and but our guys just kept rising up and doing the job. Had multiple people step up. Eli Nason being a huge one, having to, with Cooper going down with the ankle injury. Nason stepped right in and did a great job.
I was going to say that was the one person, we named him as our player of the game. He played well. You had told me you thought he was ready for the moment, and when he got out there, gosh, all he did was execute, right?
That's right. And again, I think it's a testament to him as, his character. He always shows up to practice, and we've asked him to play multiple things this year. Defensively, he's played secondary, he's played outside linebacker, he's played quarterback. I think we've even split him out once or twice offensively, in order to been prepared to do that. So, we've asked him to do a lot of things and be ready for different situations. And what's crazy is how many of those situations have come to fruition with all the injuries and things like that. It's been tough, but man, he's a great kid and just always does everything he's supposed to.
Maybe this is just a fan thing, but I kind of felt like your guys needed a win. They had played well, as you say, at times in every game. They put it together, they get a victory, and get to celebrate on the ride home. That had to feel good.
It really was. It was great. After the way we had lost those 3 in a row, just getting that victory felt so sweet, especially on the road in a hostile environment a little bit, and against a team that was kind of in the same situation. They had, early on in the year, they've been really banged up, had a lot of injuries and things like that. So, I felt like they were kind of clicking on all cylinders coming into this game. They kind of mounted to come back against Lamar and really, kind of made them sweat a little bit towards the end of the game and figure some things out. And, for us to go in there and beat them at their place by a couple scores, I felt like was really big for us.
Quite the challenge tonight for the Apaches. Ozark Hillbillies in town. The Hillbillies in first place in the conference, ranked very highly around the state. And we'll talk over why with Coach Brian Rust of the Apaches when we return after this timeout with more Pottsville Apache football. Ozark Hillbillies in town tonight, and a conference victory that would be really important if you can get it. But boy, this Ozark team, nobody in the league has played them close yet, have they?
No, and all the teams that have gone up against them has been pretty much over at halftime, and things like that. So definitely a tough matchup for us. I think they going into the season, I think everybody thought they were going to be unbelievable, and they kind of started slow out of the gate. I think they had a lot of injury problems, things like that, with COVID issues and things early on in the year. Just talking to their coaches, they had some issues. And, I think they've, over the last couple of weeks, have really gotten back to full strength. And, and full strength means really, really large individuals up front on both sides of the ball. And running backs are really fast.
The offensive line of Ozark, even the way they list them in their statistics, they just look huge. But not only a bunch of big guys, they're big and athletic, aren't they?
They really are. I think on their roster, most teams, they try to put a 300-pound guy down just to say we've got a 300-pound guy. And I think Ozark kind of says, they may be 320, but, we're going to list them at 300, because they just look absolutely humongous on film.
So if I got an Ozark's weight scale, I'd go about 225.
That's
so
right,
yeah,
that's
we,
right.
we know the feeling. The quarterback, he kind of makes things go, but not because he throws the ball so well, because he's so tough to stop running, isn't he?
He really is. I really feel like if you're making Ozark throw, you've done everything you can defensively, and of course that's what I think everybody's trying to do is get them in a situation where they have to throw the ball and make you or make them beat you with the pass.
Defensively, they're big enough and athletic enough. They probably don't do anything fancy, right? They just line up and say, "See if you can get past us."
That's right. They play their base technique, and against us generally they try to put as much size on the field as possible. And so I'm sure we'll see some big guys there, and really their linebackers are good. Their linebackers, I think, overall as a group, they may be the best linebacking core in the conference as a combined group, but they really fly around. I think those big bodies kind of eat up the middle, and you got to worry about them with your linemen, and then the linebackers are allowed to make plays. So we're gonna have to do a great job tonight with our combos and enable ourselves to get off and make those blocks on the backers.
Will Cooper be back at quarterback, or is that still a game time?
It's really a game time decision. We've kind of looked at it. He's actually got to practice this week and move around. It's one of those things you don't want to put him out there if he's going to be in a situation to get hurt and things like that, and he's not fully healed. So a lot of that will be decided about game time, but both of them have prepared to run quarterback, so we'll be prepared either way.
And Eli ran quarterback really well. I'm wondering, maybe option-wise, might we see Eli keep it a little more this time? Seems like he was really looking to pitch before he did anything else, wasn't he?
Maybe, and he wanted to give it a few more times than we wanted him to, but I think that's with any kid that just gets out there and it's the first situation he's been in a big spotlight like that. He'll get more comfortable as the the experience progresses, and hopefully he'll just with what we do, we just always ask him, hey, just make the read. All you can do is make the read and do what they give you.
And he's not going to run away from anybody in the secondary, but he's really quick when he changes direction, isn't he? When he decides to go.
Yeah, he's done a great job, and he understands that. Like I said, I really feel like our coaches have done a great job this year of. Really, Coach Falls, Coach Jones have really done a good job of setting up our individual stuff to where everything we do is relatable to the game and the game speed and all that kind of stuff. And so I think he really feels comfortable with where he's at. It's just with some teams, if they play a 2 technique, that read's going to be a little quicker than if they play a 3. If they're playing a 1 and we've got an automatic pull or something like that, then if he's in a 1, it's a little bit easier to get around there. If he's in a 2, it's a little different, because you've got a combo block coming. So there's a lot of different things that go along with it, and he's going to progress as the season goes too.
I hear Jim Moore in the back of my head going, playoffs, but where are we at as far as making a postseason for the Apaches?
Well, right now I think we've kind of secured a spot. It's nothing secure at this point, but win tonight, could really solidify that spot. But I think really the way it's shaping up, unless something crazy happens the last couple weeks, because we actually get finished earlier than everybody else, because most people have a week 10. With Subiaco, we rescheduled with EPC that week 0 game, so we'll just play through week 9, and then we'll have a week off. So if we can finish up week 9 with that Dover win, then I think we pretty much got the 5 seed locked up. Now we could move up to a 4 seed possibly, just depending on what things kind of occur from here on out.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about the junior Apaches, a game I actually made last night in Ozark. And your junior high team won the district tournament outright, still undefeated, with a very exciting ball game in Ozark.
It was a conference championship game, and Ozark has really owned this conference for a number of years. I think the last time that they lost it, we beat them I think it was like 4 years ago that we beat them for the conference championship. And had another chance last night, and our guys took it to them. And anytime you have to go to Ozark and win, it's a tough thing to do. And our guys came out and played exceptionally well and got the victory. Like I said, it was a backyard brawl. It really was. It was a tough, hard fought football game.
Kind of looked to me like your defense was last night was just refused to lose.
That's right. They stepped up every time they had to, and it was was really a fun night and enjoyable to see those guys come out and get that win and get that conference championship. Man, they've been talking about it all year, and they went out and earned it.
All right, Coach Russ, one key for the Apaches tonight if Pottsville would like to see if they can steal the upset against the Hillbillies.
I think the biggest thing is if we can control the ball. If we kind of control the ball, control the clock, and we're picking up 3-4 yards, man, we're in great shape. And defensively, if we force them to throw it, if we can stop their run attack and just make them uncomfortable and make them do some things maybe they're not very good at, then we'll give ourselves a chance.
I see lots of your players coming to get ready for tonight's game, so I'll say thank you and appreciate your time.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Coach Brian Russ, our guest on the pregame show. I'm Stephen Glenn. We'll be back and talk more about Pottsville Apache football right after this. Awesome.
All right.
Thank you. Hope that recorded.
Yeah.
If not, we're not going to have time to do it again. So
yeah, 10 minutes worth.
Yeah. All right. The John Needham Stadium in Pottsville. I'm Stephen Glenn. We have for you tonight the Pottsville Apaches taking on the conference leading and undefeated in conference Ozark Hillbillies. Pottsville picked up their first conference win on the road last week at the home of the Bulldogs in Waldron. And what you heard Coach Russ talk about as being probably the best overall game that the Pottsville Apaches have played this year. My normal broadcast partner, Jim Huffman, is away on assignment. I think he skipped tonight's game simply so he did not have to split that beautiful birthday cake that he posted on Facebook with the rest of us. But stepping in for tonight's ball game will be Justin Smith, who is normally our video producer. He's wearing two hats tonight, and you look good in both of them, Justin.
Thanks, Steve. Appreciate you, sir. Going to have a good night tonight.
Yeah, we are. Your thoughts on that Waldron ball game? That was a nice one for the Apaches.
It really was. They played a complete game, Steve, start to finish. They played hard with they wanted to win out there. They didn't give up that whole game, and it was a sight to see. I love seeing the young Eli Nason come out and just have a great game as the first start as quarterback.
We do not know for sure, but we suspect that Eli Nason is probably going to start this ball game tonight. If this game was to determine if you were going to make the playoffs or not, Cooper Duval could play tonight, and in fact, he will be the backup quarterback. And he did get a significant number of reps this week at the quarterback spot, but Coach Russ was telling me that he really has difficulty pushing off and changing directions, and there's no sense in risking getting hurt even more than that.
Not at all, Steve. Not when we got a chance to go to playoffs, win or lose, I think, this game. And it's best for him, best for Cooper Duval just to sit this game out, if at all possible, and just rest. He needs it.
Now, the bad news is that so far this year, in being undefeated in conference 3-0, the Ozark Hillbillies have in fact sportsmanship ruled everybody else they have played in the league, and in fact it has been in a sportsmanship rule situation about midway through the second quarter. So the Apaches face an uphill battle tonight.
That is tough. Tough. Ozark's a good team. They're a good team every year. 4-2, it's better than 50%, but it's 3-0 in conference, Steve, and that's what matters here. The two losses for the Hillbillies, you ask, well, who has beat this Hillbilly ball club? And two really good teams. Charleston got them, and then the Boonville Bearcats got them as well. And we saw how good Charleston was, and Coach Russ tells me that Boonville may be better than Charleston. I wouldn't doubt it. Boonville's a powerhouse every year, Steve, and there just ain't nothing you can do about it. Same thing with Charleston. They always have a pretty solid team from what I've seen the past couple of years. So what makes this Ozark team so good, you might ask? Well, we'll talk a little bit more about that. I can tell you that Ozark has won the toss, and they're going to defer their option to the second half. Pottsville will take the football to begin the ball game. And, oh, by the way, don't be surprised if Ozark does an onside kick here on the first kick. Pottsville's had trouble with that the last couple of ball games, so don't be surprised if we don't see an onside kick to begin things. We'll come back and kick this ball game off when we return after this 1-minute timeout with more Pottsville Apache football.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Both teams, well, the Hillbillies have taken the team. Pottsville still yet to come out of the gigantic Apache helmet as we get ready to begin the second half. Or the first half of play for tonight's ball game. What makes Ozark so good? Well, the fact is they have a quarterback who is very good running the ball.
they have two running backs who are very good at running the ball as well. But what makes them good at running the ball is the fact that they have an absolutely huge offensive line. Across the offensive line, Ozark goes 325, 307, and 319. And yeah, there's colleges that don't do that.
No. That's SEC caliber size offensive line right there, Steve.
And it's not just size. It's not that they can put away a lot of pizza slices at the buffet. Those young men are big and they are strong and they are very quick on their feet. I would not be
warm-ups.
Yep, they're tough. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't surprise me if some of them aren't on the radar of some of the local universities as far as recruiting goes.
They would be remiss not to be, Steve.
So their quarterback is Landon Wright, not necessarily typical quarterback, to be perfectly honest. He does not throw the ball that well, nor does Ozark really want him throwing the football.
Don't have to.
No, not you can. And a lot of what he runs are dive and blast. He'll just get it behind his two lead blockers and take it right behind the big center.
And why wouldn't he? I mean, they're big.
So Yobani Sarate will be kicking the football off. Back deep for the Apaches is number 3, Adrian Hall. And then two men about 10 yards up from him. Ozark kicking from right to left across the broadcast position. The kick is on the way, and it's fielded on the far sideline at the 15-yard line. Return back to the middle of the 20, the 25. The return on the kick by Colton Cole, and he is stopped right at the 35-yard line. First and 10 for the Apaches. Excuse me, Tyler Davis was the returner of that football, and we may see Tyler Davis a lot in the backfield. Eli Atkins, I think, will open at quarterback. I see him out there, but the question is he going to be opening at quarterback or is he going to be opening at one of the running back spots? Metcalf is unavailable tonight due to injury. So Pottsville does send Cooper Duval out to start the ball game.
Ooh.
From the 25-yard line, ball on the right hash, first and 10. That big Ozark defensive line shifts. There's opening up the middle. Duval takes the snap. They give it to Mahan, runs right up the middle. Up the right hash, crosses the 35, the 36 to the 37-yard line. And that is a pickup of 10 and a first and 10. That was wide open.
Heirloom legal first down there, Steve.
Yep, right off the bat. That is a first and 10. Brought to you by Heirloom Legal. As Pottsville picks up 10 yards on their first carry. Apaches come to the line of scrimmage again. Ball is on the right side, hash mark. First and 10 from the 27. Out of the wing tee, Duval brings everybody set, takes the snap, gives it to Mahan again. Again, he's powering up the middle across the 39, churning the legs to the 40-yard line before stopped at the 40. Tackle made by Briar Yates of the Hillbillies. The pickup is 4.
Good solid run there by Mahan. I like the way he's carrying the football already.
Yep. Second down and 7 yards to go for the Apaches. This is what Pottsville wants to do. 3 and 4 yards and a cloud of field turf. They want to hang on to the football.
Got to against Ozark.
Adrian Hall splits wide to the right, one wide out wide to the near side. Out of the wing team, motion man left to right. Give it to Mahan again. Behind, good blocking of the right side. Up the right hash across the 45 to the 47-yard line. He's going to be close to first down yardage before Jordan Cross can come in and make the stop. They're going to mark it at the 46, so it's going to be third down and a yard. Ozark is really leaving a big gap in the center of their defensive line, and Pottsville is just running right at it. You don't really even have to block the nose man the way they're lining up. You just got to get him to lean one way or the other.
Run until they can stop you.
Third down and less than a yard. Ozark jumps into the neutral zone, but did Pottsville move? The penalty flags fly, and the call is offside on Ozark, and that will be another heirloom legal first and 10 for the Apaches into Ozark territory.
Liking what I'm seeing already for Pottsville.
Right. Moving the ball right down the field, no big hurry. You can see Cooper Duval limping noticeably as he comes on the field, but the idea may be just keep handing the ball off. He may not actually run the option. Ball is on the right hash. 2 wideouts in the formation. Out of the wing tee, Duval under center, and the motion is right to left. The give is going to be to Eli Atkins. He crosses the 48, cuts it back to the middle of the 47. May have got forward progress to the 46-yard line before the tackle in the middle of the line, led by Kyle Archer, number 20 of the Hillbillies. Ball is moved to the 44-yard line. Pickup is 3.
Another good solid run by Pottsville.
2nd down and 7. Pottsville in their home black and gold jerseys with gold numbers, moving left to right. On 2nd down from the Hillbilly 46, toss sweep to Atkins. He's got running room around the corner at the left hash toward the boundary, crosses the 40 to the 39-yard line. And that's going to be close to another Apache first down, depending on the spot. They're going to give him the 40-yard line, which will leave him just a little bit short. But a nice pickup by Eli Atkins.
3rd down and 1 at the Hillbilly 40.
I think the boys want to score. What about you, Steve?
I do too. And they're mixing it up nicely. They're running up the middle. And once they catch Ozark kind of leaning that way, they've run the toss sweep a couple of times and have gotten outside with it. Now I'm ready to see Tyler Davis from the other wingback spot, perhaps coming the other way on the toss sweep. We'll see. Wide out to the near side is Villarreal. Duval out of the wing T on 3rd down and 2. Trap play. Give it to Mahan. Right up the left hash to the 38 to the 36-yard line. That's going to be another heirloom legal 1st and 10 by the Apaches.
Love it.
Power football by Pottsville, and that's kind of where this is really what both teams want to do.
They want to win this game, so what they're going to have to do.
Yeah, and that was one of the keys that Coach Russ brought up in his coaches show before the ball game was the one key to victory will be keep the ball out of the Hillbillies' hands, and so far Pottsville has done just that. They have moved it from their own 25-yard line to the Hillbilly 35. 1st and 10 on the left hash, short side left, wide side right, 2 wideouts, and then the wing T with Duval calling the snap count. They're going to again give it on the toss to the left side, getting outside the corner to the boundary across the 37 to the 36-yard line. Atkins, the ball carrier, but not a lot there.
Down at the 32-yard line.
Tackle is made at the 32-yard line. Pickup is 2. 3rd down and 7 for the Apaches. 7:26 to go. First quarter action. This is the initial possession of the ball game. No score. Ball is on the Hillbilly 32 as the Apaches come to the line of scrimmage. Cooper Duval has a motion man coming left to right. That's Davis. Now Davis will go back to the left wing reset as the play is called in from the sidelines. 10-second on the play clock. Atkins comes in motion. They're going to toss sweep it to him. He'll have running room up the left sideline along the boundary to the 25. I don't know if he got to the first down marker or not. This one is going to be close.
It's about a yard short, Steve.
Yep, he's going to come up short. Looked like there was something there for a minute, but boy, that Ozark linebacking crew closes in a hurry.
They do. They got great closing speed on the sideline, Steve.
Now they're going to mark it at the 27, and the line to gain is almost just inside between the 26 and the 25. It's going to be 4th down and about a yard, and Pottsville is going to go for this at the Hillbilly 26. Landon Mahan is the fullback in the backfield. He's my choice to get the ball. And on the handoff, it is Mahan. He'll have the first down and more running up the left side hash. Gets inside the 25 to the 24-yard line before being stacked up at the 23. That is another heirloom legal service first down before the tackle could be made by Riley Alston of Ozark. So another Apache first down.
Love it, man. This is
from the left hash, Mahan at the fullback spot. Ozark showing blitz. Duval pulls it. He's got the quarterback option, turns the corner, gets inside the 15, tried to get to the 14-yard line before Dylan McCormick got there, but McCormick made the tackle, but still a nice pickup and a nice read by Duval.
Ankle looks real good right now, Steve.
Looked good there, didn't it? He had no trouble changing direction and picking up yards. May not have been quite as fast as he normally would be, but still picked up 6 yards.
He's a hard man to keep down.
Up. Very hard to tackle. Adrian Hall wide to the left. Bryson Villarreal wide to the right. Out of the wing T, Tyler Davis steps back into the backfield. Quarterback comes back to get the play call. Now Davis has to get set. Now we got a stoppage in play here. Illegal procedure called on the Apaches. So in shifting around, getting the play called in somebody moved in an illegal way. That looked funny too, didn't it?
A little bit, Steve.
I'm not sure exactly who the penalty was on, but I say that to say it could have been on a couple of people, I'm afraid. So the 5-yard mark off moves it back to the 22. 2nd down and 9 for the Apaches. At the Ozark 22 on the right hash, wide side left. Duval back to pass out of the play, fake, has a go route up the left side, overthrows it in the end zone. Ball falls incomplete in the end zone, intended for Bryson Villarreal. It'll bring up 3rd down and 9. Ball is at the 22, no, 22, just inside the 22. Full length of the football inside the 22. 3rd down and 9. You would think Pottsville would take 2 downs to try to get this.
I don't see why not.
Duval under center, counter, sweep coming to the left side, running room inside the 16 to the 15-yard line. Eli Atkins got a lot of the 9, but it's going to be 4th down. It's going to be 4th down and about 5. I thought that might have opened up a little more than it did.
Yes, them linebackers got some closing speed. He hit that hole hard, but they were there to meet him.
And there was a hole there
Yes, there was.
briefest of time, but the linebacking crew, Coach Russ said maybe the best we'll see all year. 4th down and 4. Apaches go for it at the Ozark 17. Duval takes the snap, quarterback option. He's running for the corner. He's not going to get there. Tried to outrun the defense of the Hillbillies to the boundary, and Britton Gage had nothing doing there. And the Apaches will turn it over on downs. That penalty turned out to be very critical.
Yeah, it was tough.
So Ozark will take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line with 4:03 to go in the first.
Oh, man, that line's big.
Yep. Landon Wright, the quarterback for the Hillbillies, out of the shotgun. He's going to give it to the running back running to the right side, trying to get outside of the boundary, and he does. I believe that's cross up the right sideline, and he's going to take this all the way to the house at the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5.
Touchdown, Ozark.
That is a touchdown for the Ozark Hillbillies. That was Eli Massingale on the long touchdown run, and he just outran the entire Apache secondary. That was impressive.
That's some speed there, Steve.
Oh, boy. That was a touchdown run
Number 26, Eli
by Massingale.
on the Ozark touchdown.
Massingale made one man miss on the sideline and then had open field the rest of the way up for the long touchdown run. Zarate on for the point after attempt. His kick is up, and it is good. With 3:47 to go in the first quarter, Ozark 7, Pottsville nothing. We're back in 30 seconds with more Apache football.
Your family is your most prized possession. You want to take care of them. You want to give them the very best. And when it comes to choosing a pharmacy, you'll want someone who knows your name and understands both you and your way of life. At Rose Drug, they will take care of your family just like you were their own. They'll be someone that you can trust with the ones that you love the most. That's Rose Drug in Russellville. Call 968-1323 today.
So at 3 minutes and 47 seconds remaining in the first quarter on their first play from scrimmage, the right side halfback out of the formation, Eli Massingale, ran it 83 yards. So a one-play, 83-yard touchdown drive by Ozark. Here is the kickoff. A low-line drive kick is going to split the two Apache return men. That's a live ball. Pottsville picks it up back at the 2, and they're going to get buried back at the 1-yard line. Mix-up in the backfield on the return team. Eli Atkins picked up the football. Tyler Davis on the return. Davis thought that Adrian Hall was going to pick it up. Adrian Hall had already gone up to start blocking, and nobody picked up the football, and Pottsville has it, but in a really bad spot.
Mental mistake there, Steve, and see if they can get out from under it.
Pottsville will start at their own 3-yard line, 1st and 10. And this is where that big Hillbilly line could be a real problem.
Well, if the rest of the first quarter is any indication, Steve, the Pottsville line might be able to push them around a little bit.
Yeah, Pottsville did have success on that first possession. It's just that penalty when they were standing up to get the plays from the sideline, and I think what happened is someone had already come set in their stance, and they stood up to get the play from the sideline, and that 5 yards really put the Apaches behind schedule. 7-0 Ozark. Pottsville 1st and 10 at their own 3. Duval under center. Going to give it to Landon Mahan over the left side between the guard and tackle across the 4, maybe the 5-yard line before he is stacked up by Cross. Pickup of 3 on the play. He'll move the ball out to the Apache 6. Give Pottsville a little bit of breathing room.
3 more just like that.
2nd down and 6, that would do it. Villarreal wide to the near side. Out of the wing T, Duval under center. Motion comes left to right. Duval's going to keep it. He's got running room. Crosses the 10 to the 15, up the left sideline to the boundary at the 18 to the 19-yard line. That was the quarterback keeping it, going to the left side. Heirloom legal, 1st and 10 for the Apaches.
Great pitch by Cooper Duval there.
Duval got it out to Adkins in the trail position.
1st down 10 for Pottsville at the 18-yard line.
Ball is at the 18-yard line. That's like the 5th first down in the first quarter for Pottsville, yet they trail the game 7-0. 2:42 to go in the first quarter. Pottsville deep in their own territory. Cooper Duval under center on the left hash. Motion comes left to right. Tot sweep coming to the near side. Tyler Davis. He'll get across the 20 toward the hash mark at the 22-yard line and then tackled there. Davis, the ball carrier. They'll mark him at the 22-yard line.
2nd down 6.
Pickup of 4 on the play, 2nd and 6. Well, with the exception of not scoring on the last possession so far, Pottsville on offense has done exactly what they wanted to do. They've kept the ball, and they're taking time off the clock.
Can't ask for a better possession except for scoring.
From their own 22-yard line, Cooper Duval now steps back, gets the play call. Tyler Davis comes reset at the left side halfback spot. Duval takes it. He'll pitch it to the left side, running across the 35, up to the 38 to the 39-yard line. Eli Atkins with a nice gain. Good read by Duval. He timed that pitch perfectly, and that'll be another heirloom legal service 1st and 10 for the Apaches.
Love the pitching that I'm seeing from Cooper Duval. I think it's the best game pitching in football yet.
Yep, and that pitch has been right on every time so far, and his decision-making, Coop's decision-making has been very, very good.
Yeah, he's playing really smart out there, and I really like it.
From their own 33, the Apaches have a 1st and 10. Wide side right, short side left, out of the wing T, and it's going to be Duval. This time he turns the corner, and there are about 3 white shirts waiting for him at the line of scrimmage, and that play is stopped for no gain. That time the Hillbillies able to fight off their block. Tackle is made by Riker Martin at number 10. That's the first time we've called his name tonight.
Call it a gain of 1. Going to bring up 2nd down 9.
Actually going to get even forward progress of a yard, so it's going to be at the 34-yard line of Pottsville, and we'll bring up a 2nd and 9 on what probably will be the last play of the first quarter. 2nd down and 9 for Pottsville. Ozark shifts along their line of scrimmage. Pottsville gets the play call again from the sideline. Now back up in their center. 2 on the play clock. Pottsville gets it off in time. Sweep coming to the near side. Turning it up the hash mark at the 39 to the 40-yard line. Tyler Davis, the ball carrier, will be stacked up at the 40-yard line. Tackle was made by Kyle Archer, number 20. Stopped at the 40-yard line. Pickup of 6.
It's a hard run there.
Yeah, it was. 3rd down and 3. 7-0 Ozark will be the score as we come to the end of the first quarter. After 1, the Hillbilly 7, Pottsville nothing. We're back after this 1-minute timeout with more Pottsville Apache football.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, Maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
I hope he's not working.
And that's what I really like about Sam Pittman. He's always genuine, and I really think he's very happy to be at the University of Arkansas.
Did I put a question mark in the teleprompter again? I forget you literally read that thing like exactly as it's written.
Oh, come on, Bill. You know you're just as off the cuff as Sam Pittman is.
At least y'all ain't got a wasp nest out here to deal with the size of Brad's head.
If people only knew what went on behind the scenes.
Oh, I know. For real, this is not Sports Center.
The second quarter of play. Pottsville Apaches trail Ozark 7-0. The Apaches have a 3rd and 3 from their own 40-yard line on the right hash. Pottsville now moving right to left. Cooper Duval pulls, tries to turn the corner. The Hillbillies waiting for him there. Probably would have liked to have pitched the ball, but to be honest, the left side of the Ozark defensive line got there too soon, and Cooper could not pitch it. No gain on the play.
Can't pitch it if there's nobody there.
Well, you also can't pitch it when a defender is in the process of tackling you.
It's a little hard.
Yep. Pottsville's going to go for it when you're playing the conference favorite and you're this close. 4th down and 4, you do go for it from their own 40. Pottsville starts Tyler Davis in motion, then brings him back to the line. The offense has the play from the sideline. Duval under center takes the snap. Toss sweep coming to the near side. Nason getting out to the 45.
Got that first down.
And Eli Atkins, I said Nason. Eli Atkins, the first down carry at the 45-yard line, brought to you by Heirloom Legal Services. That was a big play.
Big play, Steve.
Needed 3, got 5.
Had a good stiff arm there to get that last couple yards there.
Yep. Eli Atkins was just not going to be stopped that time. So 1st down and 10, Pottsville. Ball is at the 44-yard line. Ozark shifts their line to the left. Handoff in the backfield, and that's going to be blown up. Atkins, the ball carrier, but Kyle Archer able to step inside a blocker and make the play right at the 45 after no gain. Second down and 10.
Ozark has a tough defense.
They do. They're really good about getting off blocks and getting where they're supposed to be in their assignment. Ozark leads this game 7-0. The Hillbillies have run one play from scrimmage. Unfortunately, it went 83 yards. 2nd and 10 for Pottsville. Counter give coming to the right side. Davis has running room across midfield, right between the hash marks to the 49, the 48, and then tackled at the 47-yard line.
That's a great cut.
Jordan Cross able to make the stop, but as Justin pointed out, that was a good cutback. Now they're going to mark it at the 48-yard line. 3rd down and 3. 11th play of this drive coming for the Apaches. This started back at Pottsville's 3. Out of the wing tee, Davis comes in motion, then comes to a stop. Comes back to the left halfback position, which is actually in a wing. Now they bring motion from left to right. Give it to Mahan. Straight up the gut, up the hash mark across the 45 to the 44-yard line. And that's going to be another Heirloom Legal Services 1st and 10 for Pottsville.
They will not be denied right now, Steve. I think they want this touchdown real bad.
I do too, actually. I do too. Ball is at the Billy 44-yard line. 9:18 to go to the halftime break. Ozark leads it 7-0. On their last drive, Pottsville ran 11 plays. They run 11 plays in this one, so Pottsville has run 22 plays. The Hillbillies have run 1. That's kind of the equation Coach Rust wanted. From the 42, Cooper Duval reads it, keeps it inside, crosses the 42 to the 41-yard line. Not a lot there, but Duval got basically all you could get out of that play after he picked up a 3 to the 41.
They had a great jump code to get that 3 yards, and that's really impressive.
2nd down and 7. Very important for Pottsville to keep this drive alive and get it into the end zone. They run an awful lot of offensive plays. Now they're looking for points on the scoreboard.
Got to have them here.
2nd down and 7 for the Apaches at Ozark's 41. Ball is on the left hash. wing T. Pottsville has been in this the entire game. Duval takes the snap, reads it, turns it inside the linebacker, taking it up the right hash across the 40 to the 39, falls forward to about the 38. It's going to bring up third down and about 3.
Gain of 4 yards moves the ball down to the 38-yard line.
Forward progresses to the 38. Duval picked up 4. Probably third down and 4.
Yep.
I said 3. It's going to be more like 4 from the 38. Pottsville has the play. They're at the line of scrimmage in a hurry. Out of the wing T. Wide side right, short side left. Davis steps into the backfield. Now the formation is a little different as Pottsville has a slot on the left side with no receiver on the short side. Tyler Davis gets it on the sweep, turns up the field, gets across the 37 to the 36. He's going to be close to, but short of first down yardage at the, well, they don't give him a very favorable spot. They put it at the 37-yard line. I thought he got a little closer to the 35. Oh, well, third down and 3, or fourth down and 3, I should say. Well, the Apaches have picked up 1 fourth down on this already.
See if they can do it again.
I kind of like Landon Mahan up the middle, but that's just me.
They ain't been able to stop it yet, so I don't see why they would try to fix that.
6:52 to go in the first half. Another big fourth down coming here. Fourth down and 4 from the 37. And Coach Rust is going to take a timeout. Timeout on the field called by the Pottsville Apaches. So I will tell you that there is 6:41 remaining in the first half. Pottsville trailing Ozark 7-0. We're back in 30 seconds with more Pottsville Apache football.
For 30 years, Miller Roofing Company has been building
our reputation of being voted the best roofing company in the River Valley.
Making sure our product and labor warranties are unmatched by anybody in the area.
As a GEF Master Elite contractor, we can offer you superior warranties backed by the manufacturer.
As well as residential, MRC specializes in commercial roof and repair with a fully staffed maintenance and repair division.
Put Miller Roofing Company's 30 years of experience to work for you.
Coach Russ wanted a timeout there to make sure everybody was on the same page as far as the play goes. Plus, it actually gives his offense a little bit of a breather. They've had the ball for quite some time. They started this possession with 3:43 to go in the first quarter. We have 6:41 to go in the second quarter.
It's a lot of time off the clock there, Steve.
Yes, it is, but it's fourth down and 4. Pottsville looking for another conversion. Slot left, out of the wing T. Duval under center. Brings a motion man. They're going to give it to Mahan straight up the middle.
Oh.
I think he got first down yardage with second effort as he got across the 35 to the 34-yard line. I'm going to wait for the official to say because I'm not sure. Yep, it is. Tyler Davis, the ball carry, picks up a first 10 by Heirloom Legal Services. Another big pickup there. He picked up 4.
Couldn't have pitched that ball any better. That was a great time in there.
Yep. Again, that's the way that pitch has been working out. They fooled me. I thought they'd given it to Mahan on the fake up the middle. Duval with a nice job pulling it out and tossing it to the right side. First and 10 Apaches at the Hillbilly 33. Landon Mahan, the single back in the backfield. Duval under center. They are going to give it to Mahan. He's got running room. Cuts to the outside at the 25. Gets up the hash to the 20, to the 19, to the 18-yard line. Landon Mahan being a bowling ball for the Apaches. And that is another Heirloom Legal first and 10.
Wow, Landon Mahan, what a run, man. What a run.
Pickup of 16 on the play.
It's our longest run of the night there, Steve, I believe.
Yes, it is. 17th play of the drive coming. I couldn't make this up.
Wow.
And we're under 6 minutes to go in the quarter. Ozark has had the ball exactly 1 play in the first half. First and 10 Pottsville from the Hillbilly 17 on the right hash. Duval under center. Mahan's going to get it again inside the 15 to the 14. May have spun down to the 13-yard line before the tackle is made.
Got about 3 there.
They're going to move it to the 14-yard line, so it's going to be exactly 3. Second down and 7. I only have 18 plays on my drive chart.
Wow.
18th play coming up right here.
Start a new line, Steve.
We'll have to mark off some more squares here. From the 14-yard line, second down, and we're calling it 2nd and 6. And Cooper Duval gives it to the left side, inside the 10, to the 8, to the 7. Mahan carries to the left side. He's going to be short of first down yardage, I think, but not by much. Or they're actually going to mark him down at the 7.
Oh,
yep.
Inches.
Yep, picked up 7 that time. So 3rd down and less than a yard. 19th play of the drive coming. I have drawn at least 3 more squares here on my drive chart.
This is incredible.
Glad to do it.
What's the record for the most plays in a single possession there, Steve?
Oh, boy, I don't know, but I've not had to do this since I've gone to this drive chart, and I did that 4 years ago. So 3rd down, less than a yard from the 7. Duval under center in a hurry. Quick snap. Give it to Mahan. Has the first down at the 5. Cuts it inside to the 3. Keeps the legs turning to the 2, to the 1-yard line. Tackle there, but that's going to be another Heirloom Legal Services. First down for the Apaches. It's going to be 1st and goal to go.
Good run, solid run. Let's punch it in right here.
And Pottsville is in no hurry. We're under 4 minutes to go in the half. In fact, I tell you the truth, Pottsville probably wouldn't mind running about 4 plays here and get it down to about a minute when they step into the end zone.
I don't know if they got the room there, Steve.
It might be kind of hard to run 4 plays from here. Splitting wide to the right, Villarreal. Hall wide to the left. Duval under center. 1st and goal from the 1. Give it to Mahan. Tackled right at the exchange. Did he get into the end zone? He did not. Tackle made by Riley Alston coming through on the gap. No gain on the, well, they may give him a half yard.
Wasn't much.
So we'll mark it at 2nd and goal from the half-yard line. We're under 3 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter.
Well, it's about a football's distance from crossing that goal line.
Yeah, as I say, he'd gone almost a yard, but if he'd have gotten a yard, he'd been in the end zone. 2nd and goal to go from about 6 inches out. Duval under center on the 2nd and goal play. And Duval is going to give it to Mahan. He's hit. There's a fumble on the play at the 1. I think Pottsville got it back at the 2.
You want to bring up 3rd down from the 2.
3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. I was only kidding on the run 4 plays and then step into the end zone.
Oh, my goodness. We could do that to dramatics, guys.
Yeah, okay, I'm ready to just, go ahead and get in the end zone here. 4th down and 2, 4th and goal. It's not 4th down, I'm sorry. It is goal to go. Toss sweep coming to the left, and that's to Atkins, and he gets stopped at the 5-yard line.
Drop for a loss by number 2, Landon Wright.
Pottsville going backwards. Pretty sure no field goal attempt coming here. It's going to be 4th and goal to go from the 5. And out of nowhere, the Hillbilly defensive line has really started to take control of the line of scrimmage. Of course, with your back to the end zone, you walk everybody up to the line, too.
Yeah, that's a big line to walk up to behind them guys. Wow.
Slot right, 4th and goal to go from the 5 for Pottsville. Duval will step away, get the call from the sideline. Wide side to the right. If you had a speed option on the pitch, that might be the way to go, but Pottsville's going to call a timeout here and talk about exactly what they want to do. A minute 19 left to go in the first half. Ozark 7, Pottsville nothing. We're back in 30 seconds with more Apache football. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be 4th down and 5. Pottsville has already converted twice on 4th down on this drive. This is 4th and goal to go from the 5 with a little over a minute 19 precisely remaining in the 2nd quarter. Now, Do you have the guts to call a pass play here? Because I guarantee Ozark is going to absolutely be selling out to stop the run. You're sending wideouts to the right side. One wideout is Villarreal. The other is Eli Atkins. Motion man coming left to right. Duval was going to run an option, but we have a penalty flag on the play. Dead ball foul. Illegal procedure. False start on Pottsville, and that's even after you called a timeout. Was Pottsville going to kick a field goal here?
Guess so.
I guess you don't like your chances. 4th and goal from the 10. So the ball's going to be put down at the 7. Landon Mahan on to attempt a 17-yard field goal out of the hold of Cooper Duval. The kick is on the way, and it hits the upright, and it is no good.
Oh, that's tough, Steve.
With 1:15 left to go in the half, Ozark 7, Pottsville nothing. Hillbillies will take over on the missed field goal attempt.
I hope Cooper doesn't let that get to him.
That's tough. That's twice that penalties have thwarted long Pottsville Apache drives. Pottsville had 22 plays on that drive and come away with no points. Ozark will be 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. We're going to go to the left side and turning up the field up the left sideline across the 25 to the 27, the 28-yard line. The quarterback Landon Wright on the keeper. He'll get out to about the 28. I think Ozark's going to call a timeout. Boy, that hurt to be turned away after 2 long drives.
That hurts real bad there, Steve.
So let's see. The carry up the left sideline made it to the 28-yard line, so a pickup of 8. Ozark will have, I think, 2 timeouts remaining after this one. Ozark leads at 7-0. Pottsville has had one 11-play drive where they turned the ball over on downs. Another 22-play drive where they missed a 17-yard field goal. Hit right dead head on to the left upright. Even 3 points there would have been big. But probably the big thing there is they were right at the 1-inch line with 2 plays to get it in and moved backwards on 1 play and a penalty. 2nd down for the Hillbillies, 1:02 to go. They're at their own 28, 2nd and 2. Wright, the quarterback, he's going to roll to the right. Now brings it upfield himself, up the middle. He's going to get tackled at the 29-yard line by a host of Apaches, including Nick Bosold making the initial hit for Pottsville. That play stays in bounds, and in fact, I don't think he got the 1st down. Now he stopped at the 28. All that running around for nothing. No gain on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 1. The Hillbillies take a timeout, and we'll be back after this 30-second timeout with more Apache football. There was an illegal procedure call on the Hillbillies on the last play that Pottsville chose to decline, so that will mean the down counted, which picked up no yards. 3rd down and 2 for Ozark. They are back at their own 28-yard line. Right out of the gun, fumbles the snap. It's loose. Wow. They're still battling for it at the 17. I think Ozark's going to come up with it. And that's going to move the ball all the way back to the 17. It'll be 4th down and a bunch, and Pottsville's going to call one of their timeouts. So that's kind of interesting. That Pottsville was really tracking that football, too. Pottsville came real close to picking up that fumble. So timeout here. Pottsville would like to see if maybe they couldn't take a chance on maybe blocking a punt, or if you've got a good return game, see if you could maybe break Adrian Hall loose on some type of a long return here. Now, the one positive thing about having the ball for so much of the first half of the Apaches is they trail this game, yes, but they only trail it 7-0. It is a one-possession game, and any little mistake here, Ozark deep in their own territory. The ball is going to be back at the 20-yard line. 4th down and 9. Now I'm assuming Ozark's not going to go for this.
Steve, I don't recall ever seeing a more unique first half.
Yeah, this has been unusual. Adrian Hall's going to be standing at his 45-yard line. The snap is good. The punt is on the way by Landon Wright. Hall is going to let that ball hit at the 45 and step away from it back to the 35-yard line. And it's still going to roll. And it's going to be at the 35-yard line. Got to admit, you would like to have seen Adrian Hall maybe catch that football.
Yeah, that would have been nice. He looks like he had plenty of space to make a play there. But he might not have felt comfortable. So
Yeah, probably coming up a little short. And we don't know. The coaches may have told him let it hit. And let's see what happens there. 29 seconds to go on the clock. Pottsville is out of timeouts. They trail the Hillbillies 7-0. Now, I do need to point out that Ozark will have the football first to begin the second half of play. Now, as this score goes out to some of the in-progress scoring sites around the state, it's going to raise some eyebrows. 7-0 Ozark. Duval under center with 30 seconds to go. They're going to give it to Mahan. He's going to go straight ahead, not taking any chances here to cross the 35 to the 37-yard line.
raise my eyebrows, Steve.
Yep. And that will do it for the first half of play after the pickup of 4. So the score at the end of the first half of play, not bad for Pottsville. They trail this game 7-0. We'll be back with a wrap-up of the first half of play. After this 2-minute timeout, you're watching and with Pottsville Apache football.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services in good times and bad. We provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural homebuyers, agribusinesses, and rural infrastructure providers. As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world. For America's farmers, Farm Credit, supporting rural communities and agriculture. Learn more today.
Your family is your most prized possession. You want to take care of them. You want to give them the very best. And when it comes to choosing a pharmacy, you'll want someone who knows your name and understands both you and your way of life. At Rose Drug, they will take care of your family just like you were their own. They'll be someone that you can trust with the ones that you love the most. That's Rose Drug in Russellville. Call 968-1323 today. There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
I hope he's not working.
And that's what I really like about Sam Pittman. He's always genuine, and I really think he's very happy to be at the University of Arkansas.
Did I put a question mark in the teleprompter again? I forget you literally read that thing like exactly as it's written.
Oh, come on, Bill. You know you're just as off the cuff as Sam Pittman is.
At least y'all ain't got a wasp nest out here to deal with the size of Brad's head.
If people only knew what went on behind the scenes.
Oh, I know. For real, this is not Sports Center.
Ball game. Would you take a 7-0 Ozark score at the half? You would have emphatically answered yes, absolutely. But the way it's got there has to be a little bit frustrating for the Pottsville Apaches. Pottsville had the ball 2 possessions in the first half. In fact, both teams had 2 possessions in the first half. Pottsville initial possession, they had an 11-play, 58-yard drive, but Ozark stood tall at the 17-yard line and turned Pottsville away on a 4th down play. And then on their final possession, Pottsville took the ball at their 6-yard line. They went on a 22-play, 77-yard drive and missed a field goal off the left upright. That hurt a lot. not getting any points there was really, really big. And then Ozark, well, they actually had 2 possessions. One was a 1-possession, 83-yard touchdown run by Eli Massengale. The point after is the difference of the game. And then Ozark, 4 plays and a punt, and the Apaches basically ran the timeout. We are at the halftime break with Pottsville trailing Ozark 17-0. Justin, your impressions of the first half?
Well, it was the strangest first half football I've ever seen there, Steve. 22-play drive, didn't score, and that hurts. I feel bad for the kids there. My gosh, what an effort. They really had that whole first half to keep the ball away from Ozark there.
135 yards in total offense by the Apaches, all of it on the ground. They ran 33 plays, yet unable to score. Now, maybe one plus to this, maybe that Ozark defense might be getting a little tired.
I think so, Steve. They looked really tired that last possession and right up until the goal line.
All right, so I will tell you that Ozark leads this game by a score of 7-0. Halftime going on here at John Needham Stadium as the bands from both schools preparing to perform for tonight. We'll come back with more second half action in about 15 minutes or so. Again, Ozark leading Pottsville 7-0. So long for just a little while.
Steve, how are you, sir?
Good.
Well, this is fogged up. Raise that up. Yeah, this kind of fogged up for him, actually.
Well, we kept the ball for 33 plays, and they ran 4. That's right. That's right. 100. Well, 2 penalties killed us. 2 penalties in that drive. That first drive, I on my comes off. I don't know why we on the right hand side. Right hand side. Right down. Right hand side. Right idea to throw it.
Yeah. Yeah, she only goes to it. So she has half one, half one. Yeah, that's fine.
This is the closest anybody's played in a half hour. How long do we have? Can't tell you in terms of minutes, but we had 33 plays.
Joining us from Pottsville, Arkansas, please welcome the Pottsville High School Marching Band. Pottsville's musical selections include the following: Breathe and Time by Pink Floyd, along with exit music for a film, and Creep by Radiohead, arranged with original content from Luke McMillan. Bands of America is proud to present in performance Drum Major Landon Lunderman and the Pottsville Marching Apaches.
They said we were outsiders because we grew up on the east side of town instead of the west side. Like that really matters. And because of this, we grew up on the outside of society. We weren't looking for a fight. We were looking to belong. Maybe the two worlds we lived in aren't so different. I mean, after all, we do see the same sunset.
When it comes to buying or selling a home, there really is a better way. As soon as you start talking with our team at A Better Way Realty in Russellville, you're going to feel the difference. Imagine if you had a great friend in the real estate industry, someone who genuinely cared about you and your family.
Test. Okay.
Stylings of the Pottsville band coming through.
Yep. Welcome back to John Needham Stadium in Pottsville. As you heard the closing bars of a song by the Pottsville Apache Marching Band. Halftime has run just a little bit long here, but that's all right. That'll give me plenty of time to talk about what we think might happen in the second half of this ball game. And kind of the general consensus in the press box is that it normally is anyway, but this first possession by Ozark in the third quarter is going to be absolutely crucial. If Pottsville can come up with a stop here and get the ball back, the Apaches are going to have momentum on their side.
I think so, Steve. Apaches defense is going to come out. I think they're very well rested right now, and if they come out strong right here, it's going to be a good game.
As you probably noticed, Justin Smith is with me here in the broadcast booth doing double duty tonight as our video producer and also handling the color commentator. Brother Jim, the Padre, is away on assignment. And as I said earlier, I still think he's not here because he wanted all that birthday cake to himself.
Can't blame him.
Yeah, that was a good-looking birthday
Really
cake he had on Facebook. And, we wouldn't have to he doesn't have to split it 5 or 6 ways this time. Can leave us out of the deal.
No, I'm a poor substitute for the Padre, though. We miss him.
Yep, we do miss you, Brother Jim. We should see you back. Good Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise, as the old saying goes. We'll have you back for the final game of the year, regular season game of the year, which will be Dover, and that will be here at John Needham Stadium. And regardless of the outcome of this game, that game's going to be critical.
Oh, yes. Must win for that, seeding and whatnot. And senior night. Got to send the seniors off with a win. Got to.
Send the seniors off for the win, get a chance to get into the state playoffs. And the one thing baseball has shown us as much as any other sport is just get there, because from there, anything can happen.
Yeah, it can't happen unless you're there.
Again, it will be Ozark with a chance to return the football to begin the second half. Pottsville has come out to the field to a nice round of applause, and Pottsville may have played one of their best halves of football. They only trailed this game 7-0. And I think Hooten's had Ozark something like a 40-point favorite in this ball game.
I think we're going to cover that spread. We got a chance to here.
Yeah, we got a chance. Now, so far in 4-4A conference play, this is the closest anyone has been to Ozark at halftime. So far, their other 3 conference games have all been a 35-point or more spread at the halftime break. So,
that's a big spread right there.
Landon Mahan will handle the kicking chores. This is his first kick of the night. We had hoped maybe he would have kicked off 2 more times, but Pottsville came up just short, finishing a couple of drives. It's a 7-0 lead. We are ready to get going in the third quarter of play. Landon Mahan with a run-up, and it's a high, short kick. Going to hit on the near side, be picked up at the 25-yard line, return across the 28 to the 29-yard line. Todd Williams on the return for the Hillbillies. Ozark will have it 1st and 10 at their own, I want to say about their own 32-yard line. This will be the...
On the spot the ball at the Hillbilly 33, where it'll be a 1st and 10.
Call it the 33, my bad. 11:55 to go in the third quarter. 7-0 Ozark. Their quarterback, Landon Wright, is at the line of scrimmage. Slot to the left side. Wright likes to keep it himself. He takes the direct snap. He's going to hand it off. Sweep going to the left side. That's Massengale. He scored a touchdown on this play, and he's hit midfield and into Apache territory. Massengale, the ball carrier, although I thought I saw something flying that looked an awful lot like a penalty flag.
Oh, yeah. Holding.
It is going to be a hold. And I think the referee is standing where the foul occurred, so that big gain will be wiped out.
And that was kind of a lucky play for us right there, Steve.
Well, I think it may have been the hold that kind of kicked things open going down the field. Well, it looks like they're going to mark it off from about the 40-yard line, so that'll move it back to the 30.
Moves the ball back to the 30-yard line.
So
still remains 1st down.
It'll be 1st down and 13 for Ozark. Trips to the right side. The quarterback, Landon Wright in the backfield. Massengale deep with him. Wright takes the snap count. This time they're going to try the sweep to the near side, and the Apaches make a tackle in the backfield. That was Landon Mahan that came knifing through and made the tackle at the 24-yard line.
What a blitz there by the Apaches.
Run blitz coming there. Landon Mahan, your senior leader, making a big play there.
Backs it up to the 29.
So that'll mark the ball back at the 24-yard line. Loss of 6 on the play.
Going to bring up second down 19.
Should be 2nd and 19 for Ozark. Landon Wright is not a great pocket passer. He throws the ball much better rolling to his right. Hillbilly's going to send a wing to the right side, slot left. And right back to pass out of the gun, looking, brings it down. He's going to bring it up the field. He's going to air it out up the near side, has a man complete at the 30, the 25, the 20, up the left sideline to the 18-yard line. Pottsville came up to run support a little too quickly and left the deep man open, and the Hillbillies make them pay for it.
A little too aggressive on the blitz there.
Carter Lefflett making the catch at the 18-yard line of the Apaches.
At the 18-yard line.
So the Ozark flips the field to the Apache 18-yard line, and we're going to have a official stoppage at play. The Hillbillies are going to take a timeout. Ozark leads this game 7-0. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Hillbillies at the Pottsville 18. We're back in 30 seconds with more Pottsville Apache football. First and 10 Hillbillies at the Pottsville 18-yard line with 10:30 to go in the quarter. Wright takes the snap, hands it off. Coming right up the gut, up the left hash mark. The ball carrier is Britton Gage from the right side halfback spot. He's going to have a pickup of about 5-yard lines. Nick Bosold making the stop for the Apaches at the 13.
Down to the Apache 13-yard line. Going to bring up second down 5.
Second down and 5 for Ozark. That pass play was big.
Big pass play, Steve.
It was a 58-yard pass completion. Hillbillies coming with a sweep left. Gage, the ball carrier. He gets outside toward the boundary on the left side, but very short gain. He turns the corner at the 13, gets down to the 10, just short of the 10-yard line, picks up 3.
Moves it down to the 10. Going to bring up third down 2.
9:28 to go in the third quarter. Third down and 2. The quarterback with the keeper up the middle goes to the right side, steps around a man at the 5 and into the end zone. That is a touchdown by the quarterback, Landon Wright, on the 10-yard touchdown run. So Ozark will take a 13-0 lead, and they will be on to attempt the point after. Holder is Todd Williams. They bring a man from the left to the right to kind of beef up that side of the line. Snap is good. The kick is on the way, and it is good. With 9:19 to go in the third quarter, Ozark leading Pottsville 14-0. We're back in 30 seconds with more Pottsville Apache football.
And that's what I really like about Sam Pittman. He's always genuine, and I really think he's very happy to be at the University of Arkansas.
Did I put a question mark in the teleprompter again? I forget you literally read that thing like exactly as it's written.
Oh, come on, Bill. You know you're just as off the cuff as Sam Pittman is.
At least y'all ain't got a wasp nest out here to deal with the size of Brad's head.
If people only knew what went on behind the scenes.
Oh, I know. For real, this is not Sports Center.
By a score of 14-0. Zarate will handle the kicking chores. Adrian Hall, the center man, back deep. Boy, Pottsville had him in a bad spot after a penalty and a sack, but then lost containment on the deep pass. And Ozark able to pull momentum all the way back to their side of the field to take a 14-0 lead.
Still got a chance here, though, Steve. 2-score game. We can come back from this, tie it up.
Kind of feel like the Apaches kind of in a must-score situation here. The kick is short, picked up by the Apaches at the 25-yard line. Return across the 30, the 35 to the 40, the 45 up the center to midfield, and a touchdown-saving tackle made there. Villarreal had the return. He got it to midfield. That play could be big for the Apaches.
One of the best returns I've seen them make all year.
Yep. So with 9:10 left to go in the third quarter, Pottsville will have the ball at midfield. Got to stay away from penalties on this drive, and you need a touchdown here if at all possible with the short field.
Yeah, we got to have one, Steve. We want to stay within this game.
Villarreal and Atkins go wide to the right. Motion man Tyler Davis started in motion, then comes set. Cooper Duval has gone the whole way at quarterback. 1st and 10. Duval takes the snap, turns right, runs down the line on the RPO. The pitch was behind the man trailing him, and it was tackled. Duval carried it, pitched it to Tyler Davis, and Davis is met right at midfield, but Davis had to reach behind him to catch that, and that just messed up the timing.
You make a heck of a play to catch that football, though.
Yeah, Davis made a whale of an athletic play to catch that pitch, and that's the first time the Apaches have had trouble with that pitch. If that was on time and out in front of him, they had some yards there, but just the time it took to spin around and make the catch allowed that linebacking core of Ozark to pursue and make the stop for no gain.
They are quick on their feet, Steve.
Yep, they arrive at the football in a big hurry. 2nd down and 10 for the Apaches from midfield. Quick snap, counter. Davis turns the corner at midfield. Up the hash on the right side, churning the legs, crosses the 45 to the 44. There's a fumble on the play. Now the officials are talking. Are they going to call him down at the 44? I believe that's going to be the call. The call is Tyler Davis was down, I think, is going to be the call.
It's going to be down to me.
At the 43-yard line. So a pickup of 7. 3rd down and 3. Ball is on the right hash. 14-0 Hillbillies with about 8 minutes to go in the quarter. Slot left, one wide out to the right on the 3rd and 3. This time the motion man is Tyler Davis. Stops, comes back up to the right side halfback. That side makes him a wing back. Out of the wing T, they're going to give it to Mahan. Right up the right side, up the hash across the 42 to the 41, close to the 40-yard line. It's going to be close to, but I believe a little bit short. Yeah, they're saying it is 4th down. He had to get to the 40, and the football is short of the 40 by basically the length of the football.
Yeah, we're so good at landing Mayhem up the middle right here.
Wouldn't surprise me. Whatever I did, I try to do it in a hurry because this Ozark defense pursues very, very quickly. Ball is at the 40.5. Pottsville needs to get to the 40 on the 4th down play. The Apaches actually have converted several 4th downs in this ball game. Slot left, Mahan the single back in the backfield. Out of the wing T, give it to Mahan. Crashes right on the right side. This is going to be close. I don't think he got there. Now, from where they're spotting the football, he's going to be short.
Think so, Steve.
Unless they're real generous on the spot. No, he's going to come up short. I don't even think they're going to have to measure this.
That was tough.
No.
They're not going to.
Well, they are going to measure this, aren't they? Nope, they've already gone the other direction with it, so the Hillbillies are going to hold on downs.
Well, that hurts.
Now Ozark is in a spot to really take control of this football game. They have it 1st and 10 at their own 40. Snap to right, going to give it sweep coming to the right side, and it's going to be tackled in the backfield back at the 39-yard line. Ball carrier was Landon Wright. He got tackled by Landon Mahan back at the 39-yard line. So a loss of a yard on the play. 2nd down and 11.
And good pursuit there.
That was good pursuit by the Apaches. They strung that play out till more folks could arrive. 2nd down and 11, almost 12 from their own 38. The give is going to be to Gage going to the left side, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage. Going to fall forward across the 41, close to the 42-yard line. But again, the Apache defensive line holding that to a very short gain.
That was a big hit right there, Steve.
Tyler Davis made the hit for the Apaches.
Moves it to the 43.
We're going to mark the ball at the 43. Third down and 7 for Ozark. Ozark wide receivers lined up off sides. Now he steps back. They'll snap it. Back to pass is right. He gets pushed to the right out of the pocket, brings it up the left sideline, has one Apache to beat, but that's going to be a first down. Nice job by Pottsville. Nick Bosel pushing him out of bounds. But that's going to be a first down for the Hillbillies at the 47. Pottsville had a chance to get him in the backfield and couldn't get it done. So another first down for the Hillbillies. Mina and Dardanelle are tied at 21.5. That's an interesting score. I think that game's in Mina too, but I'm not sure. Wright is back to pass, rolling the pocket to his left, pulls it down, looking. Now he's going to keep it himself. He fumbles the ball, and I think the Apaches may have gotten there. We'll see. It is Pottsville football. Good job by the Apache defense getting the football back. Pottsville needed that.
Oh, big time, Steve. That was a big defensive play right there.
Defense comes up
Who
big.
Was it, number 2?
I might have been. They're going to give the recovery to KJ Spencer. I thought Bo A-Day might have been there.
Yeah, Bo, I think he separated the ball.
I think A-Day made the hit, and Spencer may have come in to clean up the play. So Pottsville takes over on the Hillbilly side of the field. First and 10 at the 49 with 5:41 left to go in the third quarter. 14-0 Hillbillies. Cooper Duval under center, back to pass after a fake sweep, throws to the near side, nobody home on the wheel route. Timing was badly off on that one. Pass intended for Eli Atkins. Actually pretty good coverage in the secondary. Rucker Martin with coverage for the Hillbillies. Probably just as well he threw that ball away.
Yeah, he probably the safest play he could have made.
There was nothing there on that one. That Ozark Hillbilly defense is very disciplined. From midfield, second down and 10.
Yeah, they got a really strong secondary and linebacker core, Steve. They've had a great game so far.
14-0 Apaches. Pottsville desperately needs to get on the scoreboard here. Second down and 10 from midfield. Wing T is the formation. Duval keeps it himself, makes the toss at the 48-yard line. Duval got buried at the 48, but the pitch got through to Tyler Davis. He took it up the right side, crossed the 45 to the 43 to the 42-yard line. Tyler Davis made a nice gain for the Apaches, but boy, Cooper Duval absorbed some punishment there. And it was a legal hit. That was the man who's supposed to take the quarterback, and he did. But Duval just timed the pitch very well and picked up 7 yards. Third down, 2, almost 3 for the Apaches. From the Ozark 42 on the right hash. Quick snap. Duval crosses the 40 down to the 39. Falls forward to the 38-yard line. That's going to be an heirloom legal first and 10 for the Apaches.
Love to see. That was a good hard run by Cooper Duval. Get that first down for us.
Got it to the 38-yard line. Needed 3. Picked up 4. 5:16 to go in the ball game. It's just 14-0. Ozark with the lead. Pottsville still with plenty of time, but I would label this a critical possession now.
Oh, it's just third quarter. We're still good.
Oh, we're still good. You just don't want to give.
Nope. Got to score here.
Don't want to give Ozark a chance to crawl back in, out even further. Hillbilly show blitz, step back out of it. Duval, read option, reads to keep it himself, and a good job on the read. Outside the right hash. Coop turns it upfield at the 35 to the 34, and then tackled at the 33-yard line. Forward progress to the 32-yard line before Spencer Lippett could come in and make the stop, but another nice gain on first down. Tyler Duval on every play, I just don't mention it every play, he's limping on every play. But he's running the option well, and when he does keep it, he's still picking up positive yards.
It's one tough kid right there.
Yes, he is. Second down and 4. This time they give it to Mahan. Tries to duck in behind the left guard. Gets it head to the 30 and then tackled at the 30-yard line.
Brought down by number 64.
Number 64, R.J. Cams on the stop. But pickup is 2. It's going to be 3rd and 3 at the 30.
3rd and 2.
3rd and a long 2, short 3. Take your choice. 3:52 to go in the game. Pottsville does not have to be in a hurry, as you pointed out. There's still time. Trail at 14-0. They've got to convert one of these drives into points, preferably a touchdown.
Oh, we need a touchdown here, Steve. It's the only way we're going to stay in this game.
Adrian Hall wide to the left. Villarreal wide to the right. Out of the wing tee. Cooper takes the snap, turns left, pulls it down himself, crosses the 30, fights his way inside of the 28 to the 27-yard line. And I believe this is going to be very, very close to the first down. Are they telling me the line? Yep, they're saying that is an heirloom legal 1st and 10 for the Apaches, and Cooper Duval on the keeper.
Well, he really wants it out there, Steve. You can tell.
Very methodical drive from midfield. Pottsville has all kinds of impressive statistics moving the ball. They've just got to get some numbers on the scoreboard now. 1st and 10 from the Hillbilly 28-yard line. Motion man left to right, counter give to Atkins. He's going to get across the 25, up the left hash to the 22 to the 21-yard line. And another good gain on first down, this time on the counter. That's the wing tees version of the counter tray. That used to be very popular in the NFL. Ball is spotted at the 22-yard line. Pickup of 6. 2nd and 4 for the Apaches. 2:40 to go in the third quarter. Ozark 14, Pottsville nothing. Apaches on the drive at the Hillbilly 22-yard line. Duval gets the play from the left sideline. The offense resets. Atkins the right side wing. Davis on the left. They're going to try that counter play again, but that time's going to be a fumble. And Cooper Duval didn't get back to get it to the running back, and Ozark's going to recover the fumble. Kyle Archer comes up with the fumble that time, and you could tell that time Cooper couldn't push off that ankle and get there to make the handoff, and Ozark recovers the fumble.
Tough out right there, Steve.
Fumble recovered by the Hillbillies, and that thwarts another Pottsville Apache drive deep in Ozark territory. If this score holds up like this, it's going to be the story of coulda, woulda, shoulda in this game.
Yeah, I think so, Steve.
Hillbillies have it at their own 28-yard line on the left hash with 2:18 to go in the third. Wright takes the snap, pulls it down, reads it to keep himself, and he runs headlong into the Apache defense. Good tackle by the Apaches. Blake, number 56, Blake Chenoweth. He set the edge, you might say.
Yes, he did. That was a good form tackle right there. Stood him up, put him on the ground.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Hillbillies 14, Pottsville nothing. Hillbilly football at their own 28, 2nd and 10. Pottsville jumps into the neutral zone, and that's going to give Ozark a free 5 yards.
Cannot shoot ourselves in the foot right here.
Well, if you were going to beat the top team in the conference who's undefeated in the league, you couldn't turn the ball over and you couldn't make penalty mistakes. And the Apaches have had one drive thwarted by penalties, and here they give Ozark a free 5 yards when they have them stopped for a 2nd and 10. So now it becomes 2nd and 5 from the 33. Hillbillies have trips to the left side. That's the wide side of the field. Wright's going to roll to that direction. He has a man over the middle, and it's going to fall incomplete at the 40-yard line. Quarterback Wright, intended for Britton Gage. Pass falls incomplete. 3rd down and 5 on the incompletion. Pottsville had pretty good coverage that time on the right sideline. That may have been Bossold out there covering that play. 3rd down for the Hillbillies with 1:26 to go. Clock stops on the incompletion. Third quarter action, 14-0 Ozark. Pottsville has played the Hillbillies pretty much to a dead standstill.
It's a really tight game. It's pretty impressive on the Pottsville side.
On the 3rd down play, Wright fakes it right, keeps it moving to his left, and he is stopped right at the 33-yard line.
That was a great tackle.
Chenoweth making the stop.
Well, he's all over it on this series.
Yep. That play may have picked up a yard to the 34, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 5.
They're going to punt the ball here.
Yep. Pottsville's going to drop back in punt formation. Adrian Hall, the deep man. And the kick is an end-over-end kick. This one will be hard to field. It takes a Ozark bounce. Hall picks it up at the 25, return to the middle to the 25, maybe the 26, and no further.
Adrian Hall on the return.
Adrian Hall on the return.
Did what he could there.
Well, actually, I was happy he fielded that football because that was going to take an Ozark bounce and roll a long way there. So Adrian Hall with a nice job.
Yeah, made the right decision there. In good hands of getting it and not letting it get past him.
42 seconds to go in the quarter. Apache's defense holds there. 1st and 10 for Pottsville at the 24-yard line. Pottsville has had some long drives, just haven't been able to convert it into points.
They got to feel good about it. I mean, they need to hold their heads up because they played a good game, just had a couple bad mishaps.
1st and 10, Duval on the toss to the right side, crossing the 25 up the 27 to the 28-yard line toward the boundary. Ball carrier there was Tyler Davis. He is going to be stopped just short of the sideline. They're going to call it at the 26-yard line. Pick up of 2, 2nd and 8 coming. 2nd down at 8 for Pottsville. And I don't know that the Apaches are going to run a play here or not. There's only 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Ozark with a 14-0 lead. Looks like that will be the score going to the 4th quarter. No, Pottsville, nope, a run out of time. Didn't get the play off. So after 3, the Ozark Hillbillies 14, Pottsville nothing. We're back in 1 minute with more Pottsville Apache football.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Start of the 4th quarter. Again, if you told Pottsville you're going to go to the 4th quarter just trailing this game 14-0, I'd have to say the coaches would say, yes, we like it. Pottsville has it 1st and 10. They've had success moving the ball. It'll be actually 2nd down and 8 from the 26-yard line. And they give to Mahan, and he's met in the backfield. Very little gain on that play. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage and then maybe to the 27, so a pickup of a yard.
Steve, just got word on the Facebook stream. The Padres watching with us.
Oh, okay.
He's in Tulsa is where he's at.
Is he delivering cake to us?
I wish.
Hey, I imagine he didn't say anything about that, did he?
Nope, not a word.
3rd down. I keep wanting to give us an extra down. The officials won't listen to me. 3rd down and 6 for Pottsville. They're back at their own 27-yard line. You hate to give the ball back to Ozark here. Slot left. And Cooper Duval's going to toss it to the wing man on the sweep. Gets ahead across the 30, the 32, the 33-yard line. Tyler Davis, the ball carrier. But it's going to bring up 4th down. He got close too, but I think he's going to be just short.
Yeah, it looks about a yard short. Steve has a good, strong run. Just didn't make it. But it's 4-down territory. They're going for it here.
Yeah, normally at this spot on the field, I would say you would kick it away. But trailing 14-0, I can't give the ball back to Ozark.
Nope, not right now. Got to take it down here and score if you want to stay in it.
Pottsville has had some success on 4th down, although the last 2 times they've gone for it on 4th. The Hillbilly defense has risen up and made the stop. Adrian Hall splits wide to the left. Tight ends on both sides of the line. Landon Mahan in the backfield out of the tee. They're going to give it to Mahan. He falls across the 35, and that's going to be a Pottsville Apache heirloom legal 1st and 10.
1st down, Pottsville.
So the Apaches have the 1st down at the 35-yard line. A lot of want to in that run by Landon Mahan.
A whole lot right there. He didn't want to give it up at all.
So the Apaches keep the drive and their hopes in this game alive. They trail at 14-0. 10:15 left to go in the ball game. 2 wideouts in this formation. Line of scrimmage is on the right hash. Hillbillies shift their defensive line to the right. And they do not shift back. Pottsville has the play with 3 on the play clock. Duval gets the snap, gives it to Mahan, runs to his right, crosses the 46, the 47-yard line, and may fall forward to the 48-yard line before R.J. Carnes makes the stop
39
at the 39-yard line.
Gonna bring up second down.
Mr. Mahan's trying to make a case for himself to get that G-Race Trucker play of the game.
I would have to say so far that's probably, you'd probably have to give it to Mahan or Coop. But yeah. Mahan has had a good night, no doubt about it. Second down and 6. Mahan, the ball carrier again the right side, and again churning legs, gets it across the 42 to the 43, maybe to the 44-yard line. R.J. Carnes and Briar Yates combine on the stop.
I'd keep running that play till they could stop me.
It's to the 44-yard line. Pottsville needs to get to the 45 to pick up a first down. 8:55 to go in the game. Pottsville still with time, but gradually the clock is becoming the friend of the Hillbilly.
Tick, tick, tick.
Yep. But you got to do you got to run what you are. Pottsville's not a throw it deep kind of thing. You got to drive it down the field. 3rd and a yard. Mahan again crosses the 45, going over the right side to the 46 to the 47-yard line. Another heirloom legal. 1st and 10. Brock Burns makes the stop at the 47.
We've said that a whole lot tonight, Steve. Heirloom legal first down.
Lots of Pottsville Apache first downs. You definitely have to like that. Just they've managed to stop themselves a couple of times. 47-yard line on the Apache side of the field is the line of scrimmage. Coming to the short side, to the right is Villarreal. Hall goes wide to the left. Motion man, they're going to give it on the counter up midfield into Hillbilly territory.
Great
the 46, the 45, the 44-yard line. Tyler Davis came on the counter, and he's going to pick up 8 yards.
For Ozark.
Ball is in Hillbilly territory at the 45-yard line. 3rd down and 3. 7:37 to go in the game. 14-0 Ozark. Pottsville on the drive again in Hillbilly territory. Ball, the nose of the football is just short of the 45. This time it's a slot left. Eli Atkins lines up in the slot. So only one wingman out of the tee. They're going to give it to Mahan. Stutter steps at the 43, cuts inside a little bit to the 42 to the 41-yard line. Tackled at the 41, but that's going to be another heirloom legal 1st and 10 for the Pottsville Apaches before Kyle Archer can make the tackle. At the 41 after a pickup of 4. 4 yards in a cloud of turf.
Yeah, we just got to keep doing that. We're going to score this possession, Steve.
7 minutes remaining in the game. 14-0 Hillbillies. So far, this will match Clarksville as the lowest offensive output that anyone has held Ozark to. Oh, Clarksville did lose that game. From the 41, 1st and 10, Cooper is going to follow with a blast, cuts it outside of the 35, up the sideline at the 30, the 25, driven out of bounds at the 15-yard line. But Cooper Duval with a nice read, found a hole, and picked up another heirloom legal 1st and 10, another big play for the Apaches at the 18-yard line.
That was a nice play by Cooper Duval there. It looks like he wants that G-Race Trucker player of the game.
23-yard pickup by Cooper Duval. Now, I guarantee you if he had 2 good legs, he'd have taken that one to the house.
It looked like it, Steve.
And he's limping very noticeably, but Cooper Duval is gutting it out.
No quitting that young man at all.
Line of scrimmage is the 18. Pottsville has it 1st and 10 on the right hash. Duval takes the snap, gives it up the middle. Mahan stutter steps, gets to the 15, inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. Mahan, the ball carrier, and that's going to be another heirloom legal 1st and 10, I believe, as he gets to the 7-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal to go. Now, Pottsville had another 1st and goal situation in this ball game and came away without points. So the Apaches really need to get it in the end zone here. With 6:18 to play, 1st and goal from the 7. Duval under center on the right hash. Duval's going to keep it, pitches it right side.
Yes,
at the
sir.
3, the 2, the 1, touchdown, Tyler Davis for the Apaches.
That was a great touchdown play right there by Tyler Davis.
Touchdown by Tyler Davis. And that makes it 14-6 with 6:05 left to go. Landon Mahan is going to attempt the point after touchdown here. That's one the Apaches had to have.
Nice to see there, Steve.
Big point after coming here with 6:05 to go. Still plenty of time in this game. Kick is on the way, and this one is through the upright, and it is good. So with 6:05 to play in the ball game, it's Ozark 14, Pottsville 7. We're back in 30 seconds with more Pottsville Apache football.
Is your most prized possession. You want to take care of them. You want to give them the very best. And when it comes to choosing a pharmacy, you'll want someone who knows your name and understands both you and your way of life. At Rose Drug, they will take care of your family just like you were their own. They'll be someone that you can trust with the ones that you love the most. That's Rose Drug in Russellville.
So do the Apaches go for an onside kick here? With 6:05 to go, I kind of doubt it. The defense has done a good job stopping Ozark. But again, this is an artificial surface, and the ball can take some crazy bounces.
I wouldn't put it past them to do it here, Steve, but I don't really see the need in taking that risk right now.
Ozark has 9 men up, so they're kind of expecting it. Yep, low line drive bouncing kick is going to be fielded by the Hillbillies. Kyle Archer of the hands team fields the onside kick at the 47-yard line. That, by the way, was a 15-play, 74-yard touchdown drive. As we listen to the Ozark band playing the sounds of Earth, Wind, and Fire's September.
Got to feel good for the Apache offense there to punch that one in, get this game halved up. Got a chance here.
From their own 49-yard line. They're going to give it coming to the right side on the sweep. That's going to be Eli Massengale trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, and I don't think he got there. He went to the right on the sweep, and Pottsville able to string that out and stop him for no gain on the play.
That was a great defensive play by the Pottsville Apache defense right there.
Brings up 2nd down 11.
In fact, he actually loses a yard on the play back to the 48.
And stop the clock, which helps the Apaches even more.
Yep, driving him out of bounds with the loss of a yard makes a big difference. 5:57 to go in the game. Hillbillies lead at 14-7. Face a 2nd and 11 from their own 48. Right, direct snap, penalty flag on the snap. Pottsville will tackle Massengale as he crosses midfield to the 49-yard line. Massengale, the ball carrier, as he came from the right side of that double-barrel shotgun, working to the left side of the line. He gets stopped after a short gain, but let's see what the penalty is. It came just as soon as the ball was snapped. They're talking to Pottsville, so they're going to see what Coach Russ wants to do here. The illegal procedure, the call. Don't think they had enough men on the line of scrimmage, and Pottsville takes the penalty. That's going to move the ball back to the 43-yard line on the loss of 5.
Gut check here for this defense. Time for it right now, Steve.
2nd and 16. Apaches getting adjusted quickly. Ozark gets the snap, right back to pass, rolls left, under pressure, throws it, has a man on the out route, complete at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. That's going to go to the end zone. Spencer Lippett with the touchdown for the Hillbillies. Pottsville completely lost the man on the drag route right over the middle, and there was nobody near Lippett on that play.
Oh, that hurts. That's tough, Steve.
Touchdown pass from Wright. We're getting touchdown by the Hillbillies there. That hurt. 52-yard touchdown pass. Ozark has lived on the big play. Extra point kick is on the way. It is good. 5:35 to go in the ball game. The new score, Hillbillies lead it 21-7. We're back with more Apache football in 30 seconds.
For 30 years, Miller Roofing Company has been building
our reputation of being voted the best roofing company in the River Valley.
making sure our product and labor warranties are unmatched by anybody in the area.
As a GEF Master Elite contractor, we can offer you superior warranties backed by the manufacturer.
As well as residential, MRC specializes in commercial roof and repair with a fully staffed maintenance and repair division.
Put Miller Roofing Company's 30 years of experience to work for you.
Our RSN reporters on the sideline kind of looking at things, telling us they expect a lot of run here. The kickoff is going to be taken by Hall at the 20-yard line. Crosses the 25, breaks to the outside at the 30, gets up the field to the 35, fumble on the play. Now the question is, did Pottsville get it? Yep, Hall got it back himself at the 35-yard line, so Pottsville will have it 1st and 10, again trailing by 14 at 21-7.
Well, you can tell Adrian Hall he wanted more on that one.
Yeah, he did. So from the 35-yard line, the Apaches take possession. 5:29 to go in the ball game. And our sideline crew telling us expect a lot of runs perhaps from Cooper Duval here. It doesn't look like Ozark is really respecting that. In fact, Ozark has gone to a 3-man defensive line. Now they bring a 4th man up. Duval on the option. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to get met just as he turned it upfield at the 37-yard line, driven out of bounds. At the 38, Dylan McCormick making the stop. Pick up 3 on the play. Pottsville at the line of scrimmage very quickly, which is their own 38. Duval takes the snap, counter give coming to Atkins. He crosses the 40, fumbles the ball at the 41, but the Apaches there to fall on it. And I believe that was Alex Moats who made the recovery.
Yeah, number 65 there, great recovery there.
Forward progress will spot it at the 42. 3rd down and 4. Hillbillies back to a 4-man line. Motion man, right to left. Cooper Duval tosses it to Atkins. Atkins crosses the 45 outside. Tackled at the 48-yard line. Atkins absorbs a very big hit. That's going to be 1st down yardage. Good job by Atkins hanging on to the football. Heirloom legal 1st down at the 48 of the Hillbillies.
Yeah, it was impressive him hanging on to the football. He took a hard hit there, Steve.
And it was a clean hit, but it was a hard one. 4:33 to go. Clock stops to move the down markers. 21-7. Pottsville trailing this game. The Apaches running short on time. They moved the ball the entire game, but just have 7 points to show for it. Duval at the line of scrimmage. Takes the snap, gives it to Mahan. Fullback power across the 45 to the 44-yard line. Moving up the left hash mark. It's going to pick up 4 yards. 2nd and 6. 4:19 to go in the game. 21-7, Ozark with the lead. Pottsville trying to pull within a touchdown on this possession. They have it 2nd down and 6 from the Hillbilly 44. Cooper Duval with a give to Mahan. Takes it up the middle. Stutter steps to his left. Crosses the 43 to the 42 and inside the 41-yard line. Pick up a 3. 3rd down and 3. And again, most certainly the Apaches in 4-down territory. Cooper Duval has the offense set on the left hash. And Duval back to pass, rolling to his right, under pressure, throws to the right side, and a good diving play by the Hillbillies to break that play up. Good job by the quarterback, Landon Wright, who was in coverage. Pass intended for Atkins. It was going to be a good pass, but Wright laid out and knocked it away.
That's a good play right there, Steve.
At the conclusion of this game, you need to meet Coach Moats down by the concession stand. The wrestling.
Pottsville is doing their version of the hurry up. The coaches are not sending a play in from the sideline. They're calling it immediately. 4th down for Pottsville. The incompletion stops the clock. Ball is at the Hillbilly 42. 4th down and 4. Give it to Mahan up the middle. 1st down at the 30, the 25, the 20, up the left sideline, the 15, the 10, 5 into the end zone. Touchdown, Landon Mahan. Pottsville needed that.
Really needed that, Steve. It's a great play there by Pottsville Apache offense.
Landon Mahan with the 41-yard touchdown run. Suddenly it's raining points at John Needham Stadium. So Pottsville able to answer that very, very quickly. 4th down and 4, so Ozark had moved everybody up on the line of scrimmage, and once Mahan broke contain, and that was well blocked, there was nobody to chase him down. Mahan on to attempt the point after. His kick is going to be up, and it is good. 3:30 left to go in the ball game. Your new score, Ozark 21, Pottsville 14. We're back after this 30-second timeout with more Apache football.
I hope he's not working.
And that's what I really like about Sam Pittman. He's always genuine, and I really think he's very happy to be at the University of Arkansas.
Did I put a question mark in the teleprompter again? I forget you literally read that thing like exactly as it's written.
Oh, come on, Bill. You know you're just as off the cuff as Sam Pittman is.
At least y'all ain't got a wasp nest out here to deal with the size of Brad's head.
If people only knew what went on behind the scenes.
Oh, I know. For real, this is not Sports Center.
That for the Apaches was a 6-play, 65-yard touchdown drive by Pottsville. The final 41 yards of it coming from Landon Mahan, who also converted the point after. And Pottsville closes to within one score, 21-14. Now, the last time the Apaches tried an onside kick, it didn't work real well. Kicking off for Pottsville is going to be Charlie Garon. He's actually better at the sky kick, so Pottsville may be trying a sky kick here and seeing if they can run one of their guys under it. Ozark expects the onside kick. And Garon, nope, low line drive kick. The Hillbillies are going to field it at the 49. Good job by the hands team. Coverage made by Braden Miner of the Hillbillies. So now the Apache defense are going to have to get one more stop if they can.
Well, I don't think anybody could have seen this game coming, Steve. Not this score, not in the fourth quarter, 3:30 left.
Line of scrimmage is the 48-yard line. So 1st down and 10. The Pottsville Apache touchdown brought to you by Farm Credit of Western Arkansas. 21-14 Hillbillies. Landon Wright takes the direct snap. He's going to keep it himself. Coming up the right side to midfield. Cuts it outside across the 40. He hits open space at the 30 to the 25. Fumbles it out of bounds, but that's going to be another big pickup by the Hillbillies. Pottsville tried to tackle the football here, and Wright is just keeping his legs chugging.
He is slippery runner, Steve. He really was. He slipped 3 or 4 tackles on that sideline.
To the 23-yard line on the pickup. 25 yards on the gain. 3:20 to go in the contest. Wright with the Hillbilly offense at the line of scrimmage. Has Massingale to his left. Double barrel shotgun. Now they take the snap. They're going to give it to Massingale. Has a big hole at the 20. Brings it up the right side between the hash and the numbers inside the 15 to the 14-yard line between the hash and the boundary. And Massingale is going to pick up 11 more yards and a 1st down for the Hillbillies. That size of the Hillbilly offensive line is making a huge difference.
It really is, Steve. They're big and strong, and you know, props to the Pottsville defense for putting up a good fight all night. They really have.
1st and 10 at the Apache 13-yard line.
1st down and 10 for Ozark at the Apache 13. Pottsville defense desperately needing a turnover. Out of the double barrel shotgun. Gage and Massingale, the 2 backs. Wright's going to give it to Massingale up the right side to the boundary. Crosses the 10 to the 9 to the 8-yard line. Massingale already has a long touchdown run in this ball game.
Driven out of bounds.
He's going to be driven out of bounds at the 6. Pick up of 7 on the play. It's going to be second down, a long 2 or short 3. Right already at the line of scrimmage, ready to go immediately. 21-14, Ozark with the lead, 2:35 to go in the game. And Ozark's going to take, well, they drove him out of bounds, so the clock won't restart. Hillbillies don't have to be in a hurry. Play clock has 10 seconds on it. Massengale and the backfield. Wright has the play he wants. Wright's going to take it to the right side. He's going to get tackled in the backfield by the Pottsville Apaches. And a loss of 2, maybe 3. Landon Mahan with the stop. That's going to lose a couple of yards, maybe even 3. I say Pottsville may have to take some timeouts here. And they do, as the loss is going to move the ball back to the 8-yard line, the loss of 2. Pottsville trailing this game 21-14. Timeout on the field. We're back in 30 seconds with more Apache football.
Your family is your most prized possession. You want to take care of them. You want to give them the very best. And when it comes to choosing a pharmacy, you'll want someone who knows your name and understands both you and your way of life. At Rose Drug, they will take care of your family just like you were their own. They'll be someone that you can trust with the ones that you love the most. That's Rose Drug in Russellville. Call 968-1323 today.
Not sure. Hillbillies have it, 3rd down and 3. Ball is on the 6-yard line. They have to get it right to the 3 to pick up the first down. I would assume this is 4-down territory. Ozark comes to the line of scrimmage in a hurry. Wright takes the snap. He's going to keep it. Goes right in behind the big center. And he's going to go to the right side after hitting the line. Cuts it to the right, into the end zone. Touchdown and right from 6 yards out. Well, I would say that's going to do it, but as strange as this game has been.
Never know right now.
Landon Wright with the touchdown run. Zarate on to attempt the point after. The snap is down. The kick is on the way. And the kick is good. So with the point after, it is Ozark 28, Pottsville 14. We're back in 30 seconds with more Pottsville Apache football.
For 30 years, Miller Roofing Company has been building
our reputation of being voted the best roofing company in the River Valley.
making sure our product and labor warranties are unmatched by anybody in the area.
As a GEF Master Elite contractor, we can offer you superior warranties backed by the manufacturer.
As well as residential, MRC specializes in commercial roof and repair with a fully staffed maintenance and repair division.
Put Miller Roofing Company's 30 years of experience to work for you.
Giovanni Zarate.
Zarate to kick it off for the Hillbillies. Adrian Hall is back deep. This is going to be a high kick, but short, taken at the 25 and up to the 29-yard line and tackled at the 29. I want to say that was Tyler Davis on the return, but I'm not 100% sure. Yep, it was Davis on the return. Pottsville will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29. Now the trouble is there's only 2:22 left in the ball game. There's a penalty flag on the play. We've not seen a whole bunch of those tonight, actually.
I think this is number 5 total for both teams.
I think so. Yep, not many. The officials are talking over what this call is going to be, but it looks like it's going to back Pottsville up.
What?
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against Pottsville.
Oh, that's going to hurt. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Apaches. So instead of the 30-yard line, they're going to take over back at the 15 after the penalty mark-off. That was a big one.
Correction, 1st and 10.
It's going to be 1st down and 10 from the 15-yard line. 28-14 Ozark, Pottsville ball, 2:22 to play. Pottsville's going to have to jump into the shotgun. The shotgun snap was high. Pottsville wasn't expecting it. Ozark's going to fall on the ball in the end zone, and that's going to do it for this game.
Touchdown, Ozark.
And Tyler, and I want to say Cooper Duval is down in the end zone.
He's up.
I didn't see who fell on the football for the Hillbillies, but for all intents and purposes, it doesn't matter. That's going to give Ozark an even bigger lead. Nobody was ready for that football when it was snapped.
No, sir, they were not.
So a touchdown on a fumble. And Duarte on to attempt the point after. His kick is up, and it is good. So with 2:22 left to go in the game, clock didn't move on that play. So it's now 35-14 Hillbillies. And we'll be back after this 30-second timeout with more Apache football.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services in good times and bad. We provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural homebuyers, agribusinesses, and rural infrastructure providers.
As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world. For America's farmers,
Farm Credit.
supporting rural communities and agriculture. Learn more today.
That one is probably going to seal the outcome of this ball game. Ozark leads at 35-14 with 2:22 left to go in the ball game. Duarte will kick it off. Kick will be high and short, taken by the Apaches. Villarreal on the return. Caught it at the 38, brings it up the left side, the 43 to the 44-yard line. Pottsville's going to have pretty good field position, but they trail the game 35-14 with 2:16 left to go. Well, the Apaches fought hard, fought valiantly, gave Ozark all they wanted, but I think they're going to come up just short.
Yeah, Steve, Pottsville, they played a great game. It stunk they couldn't get the ball in the end zone first two possessions they had, but my gosh, they had a great game plan.
From the 45, first and 10 Apaches. That last play on the high snap was the first time Pottsville had gone from the shotgun, and they've abandoned that. They're up in the wing tee. It's going to be Duval. He's going to turn the corner. I don't think that's Duval at quarterback. No, that's Eli Nason at the quarterback spot. He got it to midfield, picked up 5. Powell the stop for the Hillbillies. Pottsville goes no huddle. Minute 55 to play. Nason at quarterback takes the snap. Going to give it to the fullback across the 45 of the Hillbillies, cutting to the right to the 43 to the 42-yard line. He'll pick up 8. Gage the stop.
Spotted at the 40, first and 10.
Heirloom legal first down there.
Yep, another heirloom legal first down for the Apaches at the Hillbilly 40. Again, nope, it's going to be Nason pulling it out, giving it to the left side wing. Tyler Davis brings it up the boundary. Gage on the stop at the 33-yard line. Pickup of 7. A minute 33 to go as the Apaches went out of bounds on that play. Ozark definitely playing to not give up a big play as they lead it 35-14. Again, number 9, Eli Nason is in at quarterback. They're going to make that counter give to Davis. Gets to the 30, falls forward to the 29.
Davis on the carry.
Going to be close to first down, but I think they're going to spot him about a half-yard short. So it's going to be 3rd down and a half-yard. Apaches at the line of scrimmage. Nason takes the snap. He's going to give it to Mahan. Breaks the initial containment. Has an heirloom legal first down as Mahan crosses the 25 to the 24 to the 23-yard line. Needed a yard, picked up about 6. Picked up the first down with a minute to go in the ball game. Yeah, I think Cooper Duval finally told Coach Rust he just could not go any further. Ball is fumbled on the exchange. Nason falls on the football at the 24. So you hope Cooper Duval can make a recovery and is able to go next week against Dover.
Yeah, we need him for sure. But if not, I think we're in good hands with Eli Nason. He had a good showing last week against Waldron.
Yes, he did. Nason takes the snap, gives it to Mahan, gets across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 28 seconds left to go in the ball game. Pottsville does have a couple of timeouts they could use, but there's no real sense in it as they trail the game 35-14. Well, Justin, who do you like as your G-Rays trucking player of the game?
Oh, this is a tough one. Landon Mahan played one heck of a game. Look at this pass.
Nason back to pass. He's going to have it intercepted in the end zone.
Intercepted.
And Ozark will take over after the interception at the 25-yard line.
Will be Ozark football at the 20-yard line.
At the 20-yard line. Well, Cooper played hard, played well, played injured, but I think Landon Mahan gets my vote.
Yes, sir, I think so. He played a great game, ran the ball hard all night long, got first downs when we needed it. So, Landon Mahan, G-Rays trucking player of the game tonight with us.
Ozark looks like they are going to continue to remain undefeated in conference play. They are in the victory formation. They'll take the snap, take a knee, and your final score, the Ozark Hillbillies 35, the Pottsville Apaches 14. We're back with the Rose Drug postgame show after this 2-minute timeout. This is Apache football.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
I hope he's not working.
And that's what I really like about Sam Pittman. He's always genuine, and I really think he's very happy to be at the University of Arkansas.
Did I put a question mark in the teleprompter again? I forget you literally read that thing like exactly as it's written.
Oh, come on, Bill. You know you're just as off the cuff as Sam Pittman is.
At least y'all ain't got a wasp nest out here to deal with the size of Brad's head.
If people only knew what went on behind the scenes.
Oh, I know. For real, this is not Sports Center.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services in good times and bad. We provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural homebuyers, agribusinesses, and rural infrastructure providers. As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world. For America's farmers, Farm Credit, supporting rural communities and agriculture. Learn more today.
Your family is your most prized possession. You want to take care of them. You want to give them the very best. And when it comes to choosing a pharmacy, you'll want someone who knows your name and understands both you and your way of life. At Rose Drug, they will take care of your family just like you were their own. They'll be someone that you can trust with the one.
Final score in the game, Pottsville falls to the Ozark Hillbillies 35-14. 14-0 game at the half. Pottsville did absolutely everything they could in that first half. The Apaches ran 33 plays, gained 166 yards, but just couldn't get it into the end zone. Turned the ball over on downs at the Hillbilly 17, and then after a 23-play drive, missed a 17-yard field goal. One touchdown by the Hillbillies was on a one-play, 83-yard touchdown run by Eli Massingale. That gave Ozark a 7-0 lead. As a matter of fact, that was the score at the half, 7-0 Hillbillies. And then Ozark, on their initial possession in the second half, able to score on a 10-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, Landon Wright. Point after touchdown was good. Hillbillies led it 14-0 and actually never looked back on the game. Pottsville with a couple of fumbles in the second half. The Apaches did get it in the end zone with 6 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter to close it to a 14-7 game. Touchdown run by Tyler Davis, a 7-yard run. as the Apaches made it close at that point, but the Hillbillies able to pull it away and win with the final score of 35-14. Very good ball game by the Pottsville Apaches. So, Justin, we appreciate your work. Okay. Coach Lee has given me some official time of possession numbers in this ball game, too. This is interesting. In winning by a score of 35-14, Ozark had 5 minutes and 2 seconds of possessions. Pottsville with 42 minutes of possession time. Wow.
That's spectacular.
That is something else. Unbelievable is exactly right. Coach Lee, we appreciate that. Well, Justin, what do you think of tonight's ball game?
Oh, they played a heck of a game. It's not the score that anybody thought was going to be happening. Well, Hooten had them winning about 35-40.
Yeah, something like that.
So the Pottsville Apaches, they played a heck of a game. Fell short. They struggled a little bit. Cooper Duval was hurt, played tough all night long. So these boys got to hold their heads high because they played a really good football team, really hard all night long, and probably changed a few minds here.
Mm-hmm. Bill Harshaw was our field reporter there for the second half of the game, and he finally reported that Cooper finally had to tell Coach Russ, Coach, I just can't go. He played the whole game limping.
He did.
Played on an injured leg, and boy, gave it everything he had. Another game where the Apaches are going to come so close, yet so far,
Yeah, Cooper Duval, he's an impressive young man, friends of my daughter's actually, so good kid. I really like what I see from him. It breaks my heart for him to finish a game like that, but props to him, hats off to him. The whole team, really, they played hard all night long, Steve.
So Dover will be in town to close out the regular season next Friday night. Pottsville, because of their Week 0 game, their bye-week game is going to be the final week of the regular season. But that's a critical game against Dover if you'd like to make it to the state postseason tournament as the 5th seed.
Yeah, we need that, Steve. We need it real bad. It's going to be senior night, too. Going to be celebrating our seniors playing their last game and the band members their last performance. So if you can't make it, we're going to be live streaming the whole thing for you on Facebook and Arkansas Sports Network, Russellville Sports Network. Join us next week.
All right. Again, your final score from John Needham Stadium, the Ozark Hillbillies defeat the Pottsville Apaches by a final of 35-14. Appreciate Zach Byram's work on camera. Justin Smith was our video producer and our color commentator tonight. Thank you, sir. Bill Harshaw with some nice work for us on the sidelines in the second half of this ball game. Stephen Berry was the producer on the radio broadcast side of things. And my name is Stephen Glenn. Again, the final score, Ozark 35, Pottsville 14. Thanks for your time. This time, till next time. So long, everybody.